Hello again. Thank you guys for showing up once more. I just finished legs, although I'm still a bit sick. I decided to hit a light little leg day, you know, just to hit it, just get some movement in. And I started feeling real fucking good. So I hit that shit regardless. And I had a good lift, which was great. Wasn't planning on it. Got it done anyway. You have a food addiction. Ever since birth, every single day, you've had this extremely pleasurable experience as a byproduct of eating food. Anything that is very pleasurable, that gives you a lot of dopamine, is addictive. Social media, obviously addictive. Porn, addictive. Drugs, addictive, just as food is. When you're hungry, how do you feel? Do you feel like you need to eat food and you can't do anything else unless you eat food first? When a heroin addict doesn't have heroin, they feel like they can't do anything else unless they have their heroin first, unless they get their fix. It's not too different, although heroin is obviously extremely fucking addictive on a chemical level that's uncomparable. But the same idea in principle applies. As soon as you get this hungry feeling, you get up right away and you go grab a extremely palatable, unhealthy, and satisfying snack, most likely right away, just to get rid of that uncomfortable withdrawal of not having food. It's quite hard to realize, especially considering the fact that we need food to survive and we must eat it. But the more addicted you are to food, the hungrier you will be, even though you don't need to be. You can have plenty of food in your system, all that you need to survive, yet you'll still be hungry. That's how this addiction works. Your body uses its survival mechanism against you and sends the hunger hormone or chemical down to your stomach to get you to eat that food because it's so pleasurable and that's all you want. It took me until I did my first 24-hour fast to truly realize this. When you get really hungry, if you did so much as just waited an hour and just focused on something else and tended to another task, before that hour hits, you'll find that you are no longer hungry, that feeling and sensation goes away. Now, sure, it might get progressively worse, but it can't keep getting worse, and eventually it'll just go away and you'll no longer be hungry. Since that first 24-hour fast I've mentioned, I've fasted, longer durations in between then and now. My longest fast being about 70 hours. And guess what? Damn near that whole time, I was not hungry once. So to do yourself a favor, to break this addiction and to realize that it's just that, 24-hour fast is a great place to start. It's a great way to show yourself, your brain, and your body that you do not indeed need food as soon as you start feeling a bit hungry. And the fact that if you wait a little bit and distract yourself and focus on something else, the hunger will go away. Knowing this makes caloric deficits far easier, tenfold. And that's where most of the value lies in this, is if you are cutting and you understand that food is merely an addiction, you'll have a lot easier of a time doing so. That's all I have to share with you today. A shorter video, but nonetheless, thank you for sticking to the end. Wish you a great rest of your day. And the next time you get a little hungry, don't run to your pantry and grab a bag of chips or grab a little granola bar of sorts. Just wait a little bit. Feel that feeling and watch it disappear. Nevertheless, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And most importantly, share this video with some fat motherfucker so that way they could get rid of their disastrous food addiction.